Hello everyone, good morning all of you. This is science class of class 5. Second chapter, we already discussed this one, half of the portion of this chapter. Now this is the part 4, fourth video of the second chapter, keeping healthy. So although we started discussing about different types of this one nutrients, which the components of food we already discussed, like carbohydrates, then vitamins, minerals, proteins, etc., etc. We already discussed. And after that, last video we discussed about balanced diet and some different types of deficiency disease, some lack of vitamins and minerals result to different types of diseases in our human body. Okay, like this one, night blindness, beriberi, scurvy, rickets, etc., etc. We studied in the last video. Okay, today we are going to study something about this one, communicable disease and non-communicable diseases. So although in the last video we discussed about this one different types of this one deficiency diseases like rickets, this one scurvy, etc., etc., and I just told you that in the last part of that video, those are the diseases which cannot be this one spread from one person to another person. Okay, that such a type of diseases are called non-communicable diseases. Okay, so lack of the deficiency of that vitamins and minerals result to different types of diseases like this one scurvy, rickets, then brittle bones, then goiter, anemia, etc., etc. Those are the diseases which cannot spread from one person to another person. If you talk with the person who is having rickets, the person who is having brittle bones, if you sit and talk with him, this one, eat in the same plate, which will not result that spread of that disease from that person to you. Okay, so such a type of diseases are called non-communicable diseases. आप उसके साथ बैठेगा, बात करेगा, खाना खाएगा, ये चीज सब करेगा, that disease will not come to you. Okay, so such a type of diseases are called non-communicable diseases. In page number 17, as a small this one definition is given there. Deficiency diseases cannot spread from one person to another. So therefore, they are called non-communicable diseases. Okay, so I hope you may understood about what is non-communicable diseases. If you if you sit with a person who is having rickets or who is having that scurvy, etc., diseases, if you sit with him, talk with him, eat with him, that disease will not come to you. It will not spread from the infected person to you. Okay, the affected person to you. So such a type of diseases are called non-communicable diseases. Okay, so moving on, we are going to the next important thing, today's topic, that is a communicable disease. Although we are in one main important, what is that? We are sitting in the houses. Why we people are sitting in the houses by closing the door, and when you go outside wearing mask, when you eat something, before eating you are washing your hands, after eating also you are washing hands, when you come from outside you always this one keep your dress outside and take bath, all these things. Why we are doing all these things? Because yes, the coronavirus is outside. Okay, so that is a type of communicable disease. The coronavirus, the COVID-19, that is a type of communicable disease. Okay, so we are going to discuss about today that in detail about different types of communicable diseases and how it is spread from one person to another person. What are the main reasons for how these this one communicable diseases are spread from one person to another person? That is we are going to study today. Okay, some main important reasons I wrote here, that is through direct contact and air, how this communicable disease spread from one person to another. One main reason is direct contact from the affected person or from this one. If you stand or talk with the direct person, that communicable disease can pass through air also. I'll give the explanation in detail one by one. We will discuss. Okay, then after through food and water, affected this one, food and water, contaminated food and water. Then again through animals also, these type of diseases can spread from one person to another person. So such a type of diseases are called communicable disease. Okay, so in detail, look at your textbook, page number 17. Germs or microbes. Okay, germs or microbes are small, tiny, chota organisms, single-celled organisms are there, which we cannot see with our naked eyes. Even though this coronavirus also we cannot see with our naked eyes ऐसा सीधा देखेगा तो we cannot identify it, हम लोग को देख नहीं पाएगा. Okay, so with the help of a microscope or lens or something like that, microscope only we can see this type of this one single cell or this one microbes. Okay, so those this one microbes are spreading these diseases. That is why we cannot till now we are unable to this one make a vaccine. Okay, so in detail we will describe that. Okay, so they cause diseases in our body. Okay, we cannot see with our naked eyes. So such a type, इसलिए हमें हम लोग का शरीर में आ गया तो we cannot find out. हम लोग को देखा तो हम लोग उधर से भाग जाएंगे. Yes, कोरोना वायरस is coming. देख सकते हैं तो फिर भाग जाएंगे हम लोग वहाँ से. But what is the condition today? We cannot see where the virus is, how it comes, which place this is going, because we cannot see these small tiny this one virus with our naked eyes. Okay, so this disease spread from one person to another person, and such a type of diseases are called communicable diseases. The best example is which is outside, that is this COVID-19. Okay, so that is about a communicable disease. It will this one spread from one person to another person. If the infected person, if I have coronavirus, if I talk with my colleagues, my friends, my family, if I sit with my family, if I go outside, what happens? I will spread that diseases to all the places where I am going. Okay, so that is why our government said to us that we must be in our house. You should not go outside. If you go outside, you will get this from some other infected person, those who are going outside. Okay, so then simply you can bring it in your home, then you can spread all over the house and all the place you are sitting. Okay, so be safe at home, don't go outside, wash your hands regularly with the soap and this etc etc. Do the things whatever the government said, and the medical this one, doctors, nurses, everybody is saying. As you know, you are sitting at your home, you are using mobile phones, this one, you are watching so many videos, so just kindly you are getting all these messages now, so kindly please follow those instructions which are given by the higher officials, doctors, nurses, then again health inspectors, then this minister etc etc. Okay, so that is about that one. Moving to communicable diseases, there is four types of pictures. Four pictures are given there about the different types of that single cell organisms. Like the various disease causing microbes are called four are there microbes. This one I told you nothing. This one microbes, viruses are there. ऐसा there are four types of this one that single हम लोग का naked eye से देख नहीं पाएगा ऐसा वाला four types of disease causing germs are there, microbes are there. The first one is look at the text. First one is protozoa. First one is protozoa. Second one is bacteria. Second one is bacteria. Third one is that is this one, virus. Then fourth one is fungi. So these are the main four different types of microbes, which is this one, which is present this one in our this one living society. Okay, this is a protozoa. Four types of microbes are there. First one protozoa, second one bacteria, third one virus, fourth one is fungi. Okay, so just some examples are given. They look at the picture. Those pictures are very different. One is entirely different from other. Okay, just look at that protozoa. Like amoeba picture is a protozoa. Those are single cell organisms. Okay, we cannot see with our naked eyes. Okay, so protozoa causes. These protozoa causes, they have each microbes have in this one, they can spread different types of diseases. Like a protozoa can spread the diseases like malaria, then again amoebic dysentery and Kalasa. Okay, so a best example is malaria. Almost you are you are familiar with this one, malaria. The name you are familiar with that name. Okay, malaria disease. Second one is bacteria. Okay, bacteria causes diseases like pneumonia, then typhoid, then cholera, diarrhea, etc. This is more dangerous, very dangerous disease. like cholera like that. If this one disease come to our society, it is very difficult to overcome that. Okay, so like this coronavirus, it is very difficult to overcome these things. Okay, then again next one is the third one, that is a virus. Okay, virus is the best example is COVID-19. Then again we have a simple thing like this one common cold, flu, fever, etc., etc. Then again which is caused by this, which is spread by this type of this one germs, that is a virus. Okay, then again last one, that is a fungi. Fungi means this one almost in our skin there will be itching or rashes will be there. May comes in your body. Almost you may know that how itching are this round type of ring worms, etc., etc. Maybe skin infections. Almost the skin infections are caused because of this microbe, that is a fungi. Okay, so that is about that one. Four types of microbes, four different types of microbes are there, which spread the different types of diseases. Okay, so protozoa, bacteria, virus, and the fungi. Okay, so those are the important things about those are the important microbes which spread the different types of dangerous diseases in our society. So at least I think you may understood about what is the difference between communicable disease and communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Then the first who is spreading this type of communicable disease, uska naam hai microbes, and the microbes are four different types are there. One is protozoa, second one bacteria, third one virus, fourth one is fungi. Okay, so that is about that one. So moving on to next topic, how these different types of different types of communicable disease are spread, how this one spread from one person to another person. Okay, the main reason that is we are very careless. Okay, we are not taking that is enough serious. Okay, हम लोग क्या है वो उधर है ना, इधर नहीं आएगा, ऐसा सोच करके we are very careless. So whenever the government officials or this one health inspectors, health ministers, whenever they give some information like that, you just understand is just to obey what they are saying. If you are careless, what will happen? Everybody will be affected. Okay, so that is about the first thing which I understood, that how these communicable diseases are spread. If the government say don't go outside, everybody will go outside. So if you do like that, what will happen? Okay, so that is about that one. Think and use your brain. Okay, if they said something, you just think about that, why they are saying like that. Okay, so come to topic. Page number 17. How do communicable diseases spread? Do the diseases कैसे सब लोग को मिल जाएगा? Okay. Microbes are present in contaminated air, food, and water. Contaminated means dirty or infected or impure. Okay, so infected or impure means dirty, and that means comes. So if we are not keeping personal hygiene or surrounding is not hygiene, what happens? Automatically different types of these type of diseases may come to our society, our house, our family members. Okay, so that is the main important thing. We must be always hygiene. The person, the surroundings, everything must be neat and clean. So if it is neat and clean, almost all these diseases will not come to your society. It will not affect your this one society, family life, etc., etc. Okay, so when we breathe dirty air, when we breathe dirty air, when we eat dirty food, when we drink dirty water, what happens? The dirty water, the dirty food, which always contains different types of these microbes. Okay, so they are already ready for you. Okay, so it will automatically come to you. Okay, so when we breathe the dirty air, drink unclean water, or eat contaminated food, then what will happen? We may fall into sick. Okay, we may fall sick. Then automatically our body will be surrounded by this. Our body will be affected by those diseases. Okay, so let us understand how these germs are transferred or spread from one person to another person. First one, through direct contact and air. Okay, simple example is आप लोग का क्लास में एक लड़का और एक लड़की को क्या है common cold है this one. Okay, common cold means cold. Okay, so what happens if she or he sitting beside you and sneezes? Hachi! If she did something like that, what happens? Her disease, her common cold, that will come to you. Okay, if she is not using a handkerchief or something like that, what will happen? That disease, it will automatically come to you. How? You are breathing air. Okay, you are taking oxygen. So when she sneezes, what happens? The disease causing germs. Okay, these are microbes. What is there? That will come out to the air. Okay, then what happens? The person who is sitting beside those girl or those boy, what they all will take these disease causing germs inside. Okay, so automatically you also will be affected. So that is the first thing I want to say, that through direct contact. Okay, so that is a direct contact. She is giving outside while sneezing, that germs will come outside from her body, from her mouth. So if you inhale that air, what will happen? Automatically that disease will come to you. Okay, so that is about that one. You can read. That is a simple explanation which I can give. You just read the just the rest of the small this one topic. Okay, it is very easy to understand. Just to read that. Okay, through air and infected person sneezes or coughs. I already told that one only. This way the germs can this one spread from one person to another person through direct contact and air. Okay, then second one. Different diseases are there. They are like this one through direct contact, common cold, fever, etc., etc. And this disease, this TB, tuberculosis, etc. also are spread through this one direct contact and air. Okay, simple example is a common cold, that is best. Okay, second one is through food and water. Second reason how these communicable diseases are spread from one person to another, that is through food and water. This also the same thing. This one tells you that contaminated food and water may contain microbes. Okay, then these microbes are passed into the body of the person who consumes contaminated food or water. Okay, the same thing is if you are visiting a person who is having this type of communicable disease, maybe near his or her bed, affected person bed or this one table, उसमें क्या है? There will be fruits and some this one fruits, water, etc., etc. रखा हुआ है. So if you take that which is touched by the affected person, what happens? If you eat the banana which is kept in front of which is touched by that infected person, or what happens? That disease causing germs automatically it will come to your hand. Okay, so now what happens after visiting the person? You will come back to your home. Then what you will do? You will touch some other things in your house. You will eat without washing your hands or something, and automatically your body will be affected with the different types of affected with the same disease which is having by the person who was at the hospital. Okay, so that is about that one. Through food and water. Even though if you touch the this one water bottle which is taken by the infected person in the hospital, what happens? You will get the diseases. Okay, so keep distance. You don't touch it. If the person who is having a communicable disease, so you don't touch the person. You don't sit with the person. You keep a distance of 1 meter or something like that. You can talk to him. And whenever you come back from the hospital, or whenever you come back from the person who is in the this one place or in the house or something like that, what you have to do, whenever you come back from that place, you wash your hands, take a bath, apply soap. Okay, so do the this one care things whatever you need. Okay, so through food and water, that is a second example. Then again the last one is through animals. This is one of the main important reason how the communicable disease are spread from one person to another person, that is through animals. Okay, even the mosquito is very dangerous, the flies are very dangerous, everything is very dangerous. Okay, so that is in detailed description is given there. Through animals, some diseases such as malaria, dengue fever, then again plague spread through mosquitoes. So mosquitoes are very dangerous in case of this spreading different types of communicable disease. Okay, so how they how they spread this communicable disease from one person to another person? You just I'll give a small example. This one, if a person who is having malaria, if a person who is having malaria, suppose suppose I have malaria, what happens? When I sit in my room, when I sit outside, what happens? When I am affected by malaria, what happens? When I sit outside, if a mosquito bites me, what happens? within that mosquitoes this one mouth, automatically the disease causing germs are automatically comes there. Okay, so what happens if that mosquito goes from my body, taken blood from my body and go to it will this one fly from one place to another place. Okay, so it will go and sit in another person body, and it will try to inject this one, take the blood of that person. What happens, the this one in my body, the already that disease causing germs was there. Okay, now that germs is automatically transferred with the help of that mosquito to the other person. Okay, so through animals it is very dangerous. Communicable disease can spread through animals from one person to another person. Even though the flies, okay, flies also, also very dangerous. Okay, so it may sit this one. You do not do this one toilet outside of your house. You almost at least in your house there must be toilets. You don't go outside and do this one toilets and etc. That is very that is not good. It is not nice also. So don't do like that. If you have some this one disease like that, in this one like malaria or something like that, what happens? Because of this mosquito and because of this flies etc etc, it can easily bring these type of this one germs, disease causing germs into your houses. Okay, so please be careful about that also. And spread these flies or mosquito can easily spread the different types of dangerous communicable diseases. Okay, then again that is about today. I think almost you may understood about what is the difference between this non-communicable disease and communicable disease. Okay, and non-communicable disease which will not transfer one person to another, which will not spread from one person to another person. Okay, that is non-communicable disease. And communicable disease, now we are under corona attack, so communicable disease ka best example that is COVID-19. And communicable disease are spread by microbes, and the microbes are four types: protozoa, bacteria, this one virus, and fungi. Okay, and these are the main reasons. Okay, how communicable disease are spread from one person to another person. Okay, first one through direct contact and air. The affected person direct contact है तो क्या होगा? If you this one touch the affected person, if you talk with the affected person, okay, so directly you will get the disease. Okay, second one, through food and water, contaminated food and water, this one communicable disease can travel. This one spread from one person to another person. And last one is through animals also, from one person to another person. The communicable disease can easily spread from one person to another person through animals like mosquito, flies, etc., etc., etc. Okay. So I think almost you may understood all these things. Okay, today's topic only communicable disease and non-communicable disease. The rest of the chapter I'll take part 5 video of the second chapter. In that video the chapter will be I hope it will be completed. Okay. So thank you all of you. Thank you for listening me. Stay home, stay at home, safe at home. Please don't go outside. Use all the things whatever. This one precaution for the things, wash your hand with soap etc etc against corona disease. It is a communicable disease, so please be careful. Thank you all of you.